Hello, folks. Gamer Dude, Tech Dude is here live and well coming at you on this Monday morning. I've got an interesting topic about Amazon that I'm going to spend some time talking to you guys about. So I hope you enjoy the stream. We'll soon start this. And once we do, I will hope that some of you will leave some comments and stuff down below to let me know what you think and if you feel the same way. So before we get started, please hit the subscribe button and like and hit the bell notification icon so when I do go live, you'll get some of my my streams when I go live. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the show. So, today's stream is going to be basically about Amazon. About all the things that I've been through with Amazon. Now, they're considered probably, if not the number one to-go place for online shopping and whatnot. So I'm going to tell you my experiences. This is more of a rants, raves, and review of Amazon. Not all things bad about them, but I will point out some of the things that I have been having trouble with, and some of my experiences as well. This does not mean that everybody will suffer from the same experiences. Please let me know in the comments down below if you've had any experiences, bad or good. Just post and let me know what you think about this stream and what kind of experiences you've had. Okay, to start off, one of the main things I've had issues with is ordering from third parties. Yes, folks, we've all been through it, we've all seen it, and it's been a rocky road, a roller coaster, up and down when ordering stuff through Amazon. My very first experience was of no surprise that came to me about 5-6 years ago when I ordered my laptop. Now in the description, it stated that it came with 6 gigs of memory in the laptop. It was a Lenovo, a really nice laptop at the time. And when I got it home, I hooked it up, I set it all up, and I turned it on. Lo and behold, I find out it only came with 4 gigs. And you can kind of expect what my reaction was. I don't have to say it, but you can probably pretty much tell. So I contacted Amazon and I told them about it. And while they acted like, they kind of cared, as if they did or didn't, I kind of got the impression that they really didn't in a way. And that kind of made me skeptical at first. I will give them that much. They did try to fix it. They couldn't, because what's very interesting is I contacted Lenovo and I gave them the model number. And the first thing that came from the gentleman that I spoke to at Lenovo, he said, "Well, we don't make a laptop that's just 6 gigs of memory." And I showed him the link, on Amazon, and told him about it, and he was like, "Wow." So he said he was going to contact Amazon, get a hold of them, and find out, what the heck is going on. So I give him that much. He did try. There wasn't much he can do, except, he said, "Well, you need to contact Amazon," which I already did previously before contacting him. So I contacted Amazon again, and the only thing that they could have done was, well, we could try to get in touch with the manufacturer, the person that sold that, and see what they can do. Send me email. He says that he can send me a memory chip, which obviously wouldn't have worked because, unfortunately, the memory chip that was in the Lenovo laptop at the time, it was soldered. Yes, folks, soldered. So then it just made me kind of more angry and more disgusted. They did make good on it. They did what they had to do. I give them that much. They were able to give me a refund. So and I ended up getting a laptop for practically nothing. So I guess it came out okay. But it was just a simple fact that, they wanted me to send the laptop in. And you folks know how it is when you get something like that, how personal it becomes once you've got something and you start setting it up and everything. It becomes like a personal thing with you. It's like any computer, any PC. That, you know how it is when you're, a techie and, you purchase a PC or a laptop. That's just the way it is. So I questioned, Amazon. I just told them I would keep it. I questioned Amazon. I says, well, don't you guys have any way of means of keeping track of these third-party sellers? And of course, they were like, yeah, we do. We monitor them and blah, 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 and whatnot. Oh, I said, okay, good. Because I hate to, in the future to buy something and then have this happen again. Interesting fact. About a month or so ago, I purchased something from Amazon, and here we are, like about 6 years advanced from the last time we had this incident. I purchased, I can't remember what it was, but I purchased something, and again, I know what it was. It was Baby Yoda, aka Baby Roku, or what's his name? Well, the child. And I was expecting to get a full plush. And when I get the delivery, it comes with like a little itty bitty dinky tiny little action figure type of thing. And I'm like, well, that's not what I ordered. And I was just like, here we go again. And I go back on Amazon. I go back into the reviews, and I start reading all the reviews and all the comments that people are starting to make. And lo and behold, people are complaining about the same thing that I did. So here we are, 5-6 years in the making, and it's obviously Amazon hasn't still fixed this issue with these third-party companies, and we're dealing with the same thing. So I contact Amazon about this issue, and again they were like, "Well, you can send it back," and I says, "That's not the problem. You told me 6 years ago that this was going to get fixed, that you had your own people to take care of situations like this. And guess what? We're still 6 years ahead, and this problem still hasn't been fixed. Why hasn't it been fixed? I don't get it. I don't understand for whatever reason." So I'm beginning to think that a lot of these third parties are just running stuff, and they're just running ads, and they're changing the descriptions. And I found a lot of discrepancies through a lot of products on Amazon. You really got to pay attention to this, people. And this is where this review is coming in handy for you guys. Pay attention to the descriptions and the reviews. That's the main thing. They'll say one thing in one area, and if you scroll down, like in the middle part where the description is about the product, it'll say something differently. So I cannot stress to you guys the importance of really paying attention to what you're buying and the description of the product. Also, it really helps to read the reviews as well. Whether they're negative or positive, read them. Get in the habit of reading them. So, here we are in, 6 years later, and I'm dealing with the same thing that I dealt with 6 years ago. I was kind of disappointed, but what are you going to do? Hey, it's Amazon. And for the most part, I haven't really had a lot of problems with them. They've been, the Prime membership is excellent. The Prime membership is worth it because you get your Amazon, you get your movies and whatnot. But their third-party stuff is just very, very, very annoying when you buy stuff. And when I first signed up with Amazon, I don't know if you guys noticed this, when I did have an issue with an order, they were quick to fix it. They would either refund me, give me credit, and I'll send the item back. Now it's like you got to go through a whole ordeal of red tape to get anything done. And it shouldn't be that way. But unfortunately, in these strange times, it is. So that was my first incident. That was the very first incident. We have a lot more to discuss here. Let's see. Second incident I don't know if a lot of you have Amazon devices like Echo Dot, Echo devices and whatnot. But one of my when I got the Echo Dot, I use it for specific things like sounds and stuff, or meditation sounds, stuff like that. A lot of these sounds, you have to pay for them. I know that third parties want to make their they want to make their money, but when you have to pay for fart sounds, you can pretty much make your own. Sorry, I'm being sarcastic here, but when you have to pay like $1.99 or $2.99 for a fart sound, and I didn't listen to any of the fart sounds, by the way. I'm just making a point. But when you have to pay $2.99 for a fart sound, and it's from a third party, it's like, does anybody really at Amazon pay attention to these sort of things? I mean, they just, it seems to me that they allow these third parties to do whatever they want and to release whatever they want. And just, I don't know what the right word is, of ripping people off, but it's almost as if that these third parties are doing just that, and they're getting away with it. And it's one of those things that get underneath my skin. Same with Amazon apps. Last night, this is true, this really happened. Last night, I get on my Fire Stick, and I'm looking for an app cleaner. Like where it cleans your memory and it cleans your cache and everything. In the description, it said it was free, but you go and you install the thing, and it comes back saying, "Oh, well, you have to purchase this app in order to use it. You have to buy a premium year or 3-year or 6-year subscription." I'm just like, really? And the majority of all these apps that are on the apps on Amazon specific app store, let's face it, I'm going to be blunt, they're crap. I would not pay a dime for them. Maybe a few of them, and if some of them are maybe games, there are some good games out there. But as far as the apps are concerned, I would not give a single dime of my money for any of those Amazon apps on their specific store. And then let me explain why. I got another cleaner that it had ads, and it said in the description that it was going to free up 1.5 gigs. So I answered okay. It supposedly deleted. I go in and I take a look at the memory. It is still exactly the same as it was before I even clicked on the clean. So it kind of makes me wonder if it's a gimmick, if they just do that with an animation that shows a bar going across and saying, "Oh, it works," and then and that's that. One of that is a rant. All those 3 things are my rants. But that's my biggest pet peeve with Amazon is, I'm sorry, Amazon, you really need to get on the ball as far as these third parties releasing junk apps that they're absolutely worthless, and these third party companies are getting away with these junk apps. Do yourself a favor, put the Google Play Store on. It'll be much better. Honestly, I would rather pay Google than to pay Amazon for a crappy app. But I'm just saying, that really upsets me. I just wanted to get that out there, get that off my chest, because it's one thing to pay for something, but another thing when you pay for something and you don't get what you pay for. Now, I know they give refunds, and I know that this and that, but again, when you're told from an Amazon employee that there are people out there that work for Amazon that keep an eye on these third parties, and they keep having the same problem, the same issue over and over again, it kind of makes you wonder, are they really doing anything about it? Is there really anything being done about it? That's my question. So, I don't know. Keep that in mind, that like I said, I would never buy anything from Amazon, their store app. Just honestly, it just plain sucks. Just saying. Just need to get that off my chest. Okay, so there's my rant, and there's part of my review. All I can say is that be cautious what you buy. Be cautious what you buy from Amazon. Pay attention to the reviews. Pay attention to the description. Pay attention to everything for that page. And I cannot stress, because I've had a few discrepancies with some of their products. Now I'm kind of learning to order stuff directly through Amazon, products only, or when they deliver it. Be very cautious if you order from a third party and it's be delivering from a third party. So pay attention, folks. On the bright side, like I said, I've been quite happy with Amazon Prime. I like their movies, their Prime movies and stuff. I enjoy their shows that they've been coming out with them, and they've been recycling a lot of the older stuff. I've never really had any issues with that. The Amazon Music is awesome. I got a whole library to choose my music. I've never had any issues with them. Every once in a while, with my Echo devices, one of them will work and the other three will, or vice versa, or one will work and the other three won't. It's just something commonly weird with them, I guess, and I have to unplug the one of the devices and plug it back into the power. I wish that Amazon would implement some kind of like a switch or something within the software, like within the Alexa app, and allow you to reboot the Echo device or the Echo Dot or whatnot, so that you don't have to keep unplugging the cord back in. Because the problem with cords these days, if you keep unplugging and plugging it back in, eventually it kind of wrecks it, and it kind of like gets loose, and then eventually it won't work at all. So I wish that Amazon would either fix the device or make it so that you can, unplug it. I mean, not unplug it, but use something like a switch or some kind of a button that you can click on that will reset the device and whatnot. So, let's see. Rant and a rave. Customer support has been about 50-50. I've had some really good customer service, and then I had some pretty bad customer service where they just don't care. It's been about a 50-50. There are times that I'll get on there and talk to a technical support or somebody from Amazon, and no matter what you tell them, the first thing in their mind is do a hard reset. Something that's not loading right, and the first thing they want to do is go to the large book of dummies and read the section of paragraph 800 where it states, if a customer's having issues, tell them that they have to do a firmware, or not a firmware, but a factory reset. Amazon, just because this is a message to you, just because something doesn't work, doesn't mean you have to tell everybody that you need to do a factory reset. Just because an icon won't load, doesn't mean you have to do a factory reset. Just because your internet disconnects and all you needed to do was reconnect it, you don't have to factory reset. Okay, be wary of that, people. A lot of these things you can fix on your own. Okay, a lot of them that you can fix. Don't always trust Amazon to fix it for you, because the first thing that they're going to do, if they can't solve the problem, first thing they're going to do, they're going to go to a red book for dummies, and the first thing they're going to do is read that paragraph 800 where it shows if you absolutely cannot fix the customer's broken icon, or their internet just got disconnected, it's going to tell you that you need to do a factory reset. Amazon, you need to fix that. That's very, very annoying. I know you're trying to do good, and I know you're trying to help, but that's not helping. Resetting your device and starting over doesn't fix everything. I've done it, been there, done it many, many times, by you guys telling me, and like I said, I've had about a 50-50 yay or nay with their support, and it's kind of like a miss or a hit with them. And I've had them many, many times tell me to do a factory reset, and I did. And guess what? It does the same thing over again as soon as I get back to normal. So, it doesn't always work, Amazon. Find a different solution. Another thing that annoys me, so I got one of the second generation Fire Sticks. For some reason, whenever there's an update, it's just eating a crap load of my memory. I had three gigs left on my Fire Stick. The other night, this was 2 nights ago, the other night, there was an update, a software update, component update. I do the update, reboot, and I went from 3 gigs down to 854 megs. Yes, people, I went from 3 gigs to 300 megs. Kept telling me I was out of memory. And I knew it was full of crap because every time I would look, beforehand it showed I had plenty of memory and I had plenty of room. Talk to Amazon about this. They don't know. They don't have any idea. Go figure, right? And I'm just like, well, it's your device. You're the one that's putting this stuff on my Fire Stick. You should know these things. I mean, honestly, at least the developers, the engineers, the people that work on this stuff. Somebody should know down there. Not just, oh, hey, you need to do a factory reset. Let me tell you something. I put all that software back on, do the firmware update. Guess what? I'm going to lose my memory again. Isn't going to work, people. Sorry. Been there, done that. Another thing. Amazon, this is directly towards you. Stop putting software on my Fire devices, stuff that I don't need and stuff that I don't want, and give me the option to take it off. I don't need kid stuff. I don't have kids, okay? And if I did, I would put this kid stuff, but I don't have kids. I don't need the software that is pre-installed. I don't need IMBD on my hard drive. I don't use it. I use Netflix. I use other things. I don't need the stuff that you pre-install on my Fire Stick that's completely worthless and stuff that I do not use. Stop that. I don't need it. I don't need it and don't want it. And the least thing you can do is give people the option to remove it off their devices. I don't like being forced to use something that I don't use. And on top of it, you want to know why that you don't have any room, people? Well, guess what? Because they got all their software on their device that you cannot get rid of. We should have the option to choose what we want on our own Fire Stick. And especially when it only comes, I think, with like 6 or 8 gigs, which is barely not enough to put like maybe 6 or 7 things on it. I mean, let's face it, come on. You know, it's like, keep up with the times. Which, you know, like I said, Amazon has some great products out there. They do. Fire TV Cube. I bought the first generation. They come out with the second generation Fire TV Cube. And the only thing that they changed on it was they put an octa-core processor in it. I was like, come on. It just, you know, it just annoys me how they market their stuff. You know, and like I said, they've come out with some pretty decent products, but over years, it starts getting sluggish. You start realizing, you know, you need something faster, you need something quicker. You know what? That's why I got myself an NVIDIA Shield. And I can't be more happier with it. I'm sorry, Amazon, but I got tired of you putting the software and slowing my system down and putting firmware on there and taking away my memory, and I call you up and there's no fix to remove whatever you put on my hard drive or on my memory, and the only thing that you can come up with every single time is the good old-fashioned, well, if it's broke, you can do a factory reset. It just irritates me. I'm sorry, people, I'm ranting about this, but Amazon really needs to rethink this. And they also need to start hiring people that actually keep an eye on these third-party resellers. Because personally, if I'm seeing this, I'm sure there are other people out there that are seeing the same thing as well. You know, I'm just almost 90% sure of it, that other people are having the same issue as I am. And if they are, Amazon really needs to get a handle on that. They really do. It just irritates me that still 6 years later, I'm constantly seeing discrepancies on a lot of the products from third parties, and Amazon's not really doing anything. And I got the whole 9 yards, just like I did 6 years ago. Oh, well, we're going to tell the developers, we're going to tell higher up management, we're going to get on it. I believe that. Sure, you told me that before, and still here we are. So, I mean, if I was one of those people that were really upset, I would probably disconnect from Amazon totally. But fortunately, I'm not. I'm a reviewer. That's what I do. I do reviews and whatnot of hardware and services and stuff like that. So, you know, it really comes down to kind of like a personal kind of a thing. But what about those people that are out there that are hardcore, that just, you know, they're so upset with companies like this, that to the point where, well, hey, if you're not going to fix it, then I'm going to leave. I'm going to go with somebody else. And I've invested so much money into the Amazon ecosystem. I've got like 4 Echo Dots. I've got one Amazon Fire TV Cube. I've got 2 Fire Sticks. I've got 2 of their Fire Tablet 10s. So it's like I've really bought into that Amazon ecosystem right now. And for the most part, I've been happy with it, but it's been kind of like a 75-50-ish, where having problems versus not having problems. So it's kind of like, you know, and one of the things I do like about Amazon Prime, which is a rave, is that I love their Prime service. I do like the fact that I can get most of my deliveries within a day. I haven't had any problems as far as that's concerned. They're pretty fast and pretty efficient as far as getting their products to me. So I don't have any complaints about that. They're, I don't know how the rest of you have had issues with them, but I know for me, I've had pretty good, decent experience with the delivery. Even with the third-party delivery, I've never really had any issues. It's mainly the devices I'm ordering, or the stuff I'm ordering from third parties, that I'm having most of my issues from. So aside from everything, with Amazon, as big as they are, a multi-million-dollar corporation, you would think that small little simple things like this would really kind of like wake them up, and they would jump up on it, especially a big company like them. You know, they have the manpower, they have the people, they have the employees, they have the management to get a handle on these things, and yet I see these discrepancies. Hell, hire me. I would love to do stuff like this. Hire me. I would love to, you know, go out there and go to like these third-party resellers and find all the little loopholes and all the little things that, you know, that these resellers do. I mean, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. You know, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. What kind of experience you guys have had in the past, whether it's good, bad, you know, in between, 50-50. You know, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Anyways, I'm about to end this video, and before I go, please hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And hit the like button. Make sure you like the video, and don't forget to hit the bell icon, so that way when you know that I go online, you will be notified, and you'll be able to see more of these great reviews. Again, this is Gamer Dude, Tech Dude. I do all things tech, rants, raves, and reviews. Everything that I do is based on my experiences, and keep in mind, some of you may or may not have the same experience as I have, but this is a community involvement channel, and I would greatly appreciate if you guys, you know, leave a comment below. Let me know what kind of experiences you've had Whether they're good or they're bad, doesn't matter. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for my next episode and my next topic. This one was all about Amazon. I know I took a little bit of time talking about it, but just remember, be cautious what you buy off of Amazon. Be a smart shopper. Read the descriptions. Ask a lot of questions. You can even leave email to a lot of the third-party sellers, and get involved with the people that are leaving messages too. Just make sure that you're getting what you pay for. That's the bottom line. All right. Okay, folks. Thank you for watching my video. This is Gamer Dude Tech Dude. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and take care. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.